Hi guys, I've got a few clients that get me to do some things that are a little bit different. So for example, what they do is they buy one dress that fits them, and then they buy the same dress but in a different size, because it doesn't really matter, it could be the same size, but generally they would go up one just so I've got extra fabric. And that extra one I cut up to change the original. So this is what's left of the second one. Okay, this is the original, and what I've done, you can see I've actually added a section to the bottom of the lining. So I've actually unpicked the hem of the lining and added that on. Obviously I had to make that the same size. So you can see that just from that alone, you know, we've got something that looks very, very different, and it looks stunning on. But what I've also done, she wanted, so the sleeves were originally long and straight to the wrist. There's the piece that was cut off. Okay, and what she wanted was, she wanted a bell shaped or something like that. So I had a fitting with it like that, and also I cut this out, joined it, and I attached it onto there just to see if she was happy with that, because I didn't want to cut the lace until such time as we were happy with that, which she was. So then we end up with two sleeves or two bells to go on like that. Now the problem is with one of them, but it's not really an issue, is that the centre back seam had a zip in it. So I could use some of the fabric from the front after I'd cut off, you know, the piece for the bottom, and that only has one join in it. This one's got two. But I said to her, you know, like, you really need to understand that, you know, like, even with a join, it doesn't really matter. It could be the other way around. Maybe this one's got two seams. Yep, that one. So, but when I joined it, and I'll do a close-up, so I stitched it normally with a sewing machine, and then I overlocked it, and then I ironed it flat, and I stitched that flat. Okay, so it's not sticking out or anything. But of course the problem you've got is that at the bottom, you know, it's all, you know, it's cut. So of course that can fray, and you can't really give it to them like that. And it's not, because this is scalloped when it's actually been created, see there, it's got the scallops in it, so it's been finished like that. There's no way I can do that. So what I've done is, I have finished this one. I'm going to show you on the overlocker, just so that if you ever come across something like this. I went around once with the rolled hem, and then I went around again, so that I get, you know, it's not too bad in terms of finish. You know, I mean, so the other alternative would be maybe, you know, satin bias binding or something like that. But of course then you're going to have that, you know, like a border all the way around, and she didn't really want that. So I'll show you how I went about doing that. A couple of things with it. The blade is down, it's not up. I think that's about it. So I'll show you how I did that, and then I'll show you the finished product when it's finished. I've got my window open. We're expecting a storm today, so but it's just nice to have the window open. So overlock is set up for a rolled hem. You have to refer to your manual because everyone is different, but the thing that's different with what I do is I've put the blade down. Okay, so I don't want to cut any off. So I'm just going to Okay, there's a bit there I don't like, so I'm going to cut that off. Now, see how that bit there's sticking out? Don't worry about that, because we'll fix that in a sec. You notice I'm actually jerking it, so my foot on the foot pedal is jerking up and down. I don't want to put it down and go flat out. So if you find, for example, that at the front it moves too far over, just bring it back. Okay, so we've gone around once and I've come to that end bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around again. So you can see how neat that is. So you can see that now, you know, we've kneaded it up as best as we can. The dress looks amazing. The only problem was that the original dress that she gave me was a little bit too tight. So you can see there that I've just taken a photo of the back where I had to make a few little changes, put a couple of buttons there to bring it in but make it look more like a keyhole. It was really the only thing I could do without, you know, going into a lot of hassle with the side seams, etc. But you can see there that, you know, like it looked great. So you can take a short dress and make it long by, you know, buying two. So that's just an idea for you guys if you've got something in your wardrobe and you just want to play around with it, or you go shopping and you're at a outlet sale place and you can buy two dresses and make them into one. Happy altering.